tonight, Nikki, Lincoln, Rusty, and myself, Dave, are going to play New York 1901, a game for 2 to 4 players designed by Chenier LaSalle and published by Blue Orange. Let's build some skyscrapers.
Hey, Dave.
Lincoln.
Will you teach us New York 1901?
I will.
Sweet.
In New York 1901, we are going to draft these cards to get spaces on the board that we claim so that we can build buildings on those spaces to score points. We will potentially demolish those buildings to upgrade them to newer, exciting buildings as the game goes on, to also score more points. And at the end of the game, we will score some bonus points, and then the highest score wins. That's sort of the giant overview of the game. So let's talk about the setup here. We have this New York grid with these streets, and we have all randomly taken one of these character cards that do not necessarily match our player colors. Each of these cards comes with a starting space on the board. Like Nikki here is, who are you? You're Robert Fletcher.
And Robert Fletcher. I'm up there.
And you'll notice there's little spaces there it shows. So she starts there, and we pull a blue card that would normally be used for that space out of the deck. These can flip over now to be your little cheat sheets on the back. These cards we don't need anymore. Those go out of the game. We also determined 3 random streets out of 5. There are 5 street cards in the game. These are, everything over here is endgame bonuses. In this case, we have chosen Pine and Thames, that's this street, Nassau and Broad, which is this street, and Cedar, which is this street. We're not using these 2. Buildings that are on those streets are potentially worth endgame bonuses. I'll get to that in a second. So what can you do on your turn? You can do one of 2 things. The first thing you can do is acquire one of these lot cards. When you do that, you pick one of the 4 cards, and you take your worker. You have to have a worker to do this action. We only have 4. And you place that worker on a lot that works. So if this is, say, a pink 2 square lot here, then I can go, say, here. I can claim this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. You see the little solid lines versus the dotted lines. And this is now my space. And this card will go out of the game. There are, the deck is just mostly these 2s and some of these 3s. That would be that, right?
Yes.
Oh, I see. There's one.
Or this.
What you're saying is there's 1 card for every space on the board.
Yes.
Oh, that makes complete sense. Okay, so that one thing you can do is you can acquire that and place a worker.
Claim, yeah.
When you do that, you can then, if you would like, build a building, but doing so can only go on a previously acquired piece of land. So you cannot take this card, put your worker here, and then build a building right there. But on my next turn, I could take, say, this card if it were here, and I would claim, sure, and
more
whatever.
Orange stuff.
Oh, it's more orange stuff. And I could build there, or I could claim here and build there, and I'll explain why in a second. Or no, I couldn't. But
yeah, you could.
I couldn't because it's not. It's got to be previously acquired.
Yeah.
But the point is this: I could go there, and then I could build there if I want to. Let's do this somewhere closer to me. When you build on a space, at the beginning of the game, we have all these building tiles in front of us. We all have the same set of tiles. At the beginning of the game, we are only allowed to build these Bronze Age buildings. And that is determined by this scoring track here. When you score 6 or more points, when you landowner cross the 6-point threshold, you are now able to build these Silver Age buildings. And the same thing is true of this 18-point score that allows you to build these Golden Age buildings. So we're in the Bronze Age right now. If I wanted to build here, obviously I could build this building. It fits the shape perfectly and it looks all fun and all, but I don't have to. If I want to, I could just build that too. And once I build something on the space, whether I fill it or whether I only partially fill it, my worker is returned to me. So let's say I had this one claimed and I had this one claimed, and if I wanted to, I could let's do a real one. There's a bronze building. I could pull both of these guys off and I could build this like that. Note that when I get my workers back, this space and this space of land still belong to me. because this is the lot and I own it, and we know that I own it because I have a building on it. And what that means is that later I could build this if I wanted to, because that land is still mine and is still buildable. So once again, the first thing you can do on your turn is you can acquire one of these cards. That is mandatory. And then you can build a building on a previously acquired piece of land. That is optional. You do not have to build. But you cannot take a card or acquire a piece of land if you have no workers available. All right?
Okay.
The second thing you can do on your turn is you can demolish a building. And in order to demolish a building, you have to be able to overbuild it with a better building. So if I had this 2 and this 3 here, and I wanted to demolish those and build something new, first off, I'd have to be I'd have to be at least in that era. And by the way, I didn't make this clear. Being in this era just means that those buildings are now available to me, which is to say, if I had this spot here, I could now build this Silver Age building here. The Silver Age building does not have to overbuild something. It can be built just on its own. But I'm not allowed to unlock. These buildings are not unlocked for me until I hit that part of the scoring track.
You could still build bronze if you wanted to.
That is correct. Being here just means I can now build silver and bronze.
All right.
And being here means I can build any type of building that I want.
Okay.
But let's say I want to demolish these 2 and build this building worth 5. So these go. I would just remove them. They go out of the game. They do not come back to my supply. And here's my little square 4. And this would go here. And technically, this little piece of land still belongs to me. So if I ever claimed this, I could build, say, this 3 here now.
Okay.
Okay, so there's also kind of a weird case where, let's say I have this building built. That means that I have ownership of this space, and this space, right? I need all of those to build those. We won't figure out why I didn't do this, but for whatever reason, I did this. And let's say I want to build this building. So I demolish this, and I build this building, but I build it like this, meaning I didn't use any of the spaces that I previously owned. At this point, I have to put a worker back there to show that is my land.
Yeah, because there's no card to claim it, right?
Right.
It's also a solid wall there, so you would think that it was
Available
open.
still.
Again,
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so there's that sort of weird, strange case. That is demolishing a building. And then the same, of course, holds true when you get to the 18. You can build these gold buildings. Another thing happens, though,
When you reach here.
when you reach the 18, and that is there are 4 legendary buildings that are available to all of us. All right? These represent, at one point in time, the 4 tallest buildings that were in New York, which is to say, this was the tallest building that was in New York until this one got built, until this one got built, until this one got built. These are available to all of us, but we can only build one of them. So if I were to, say, build this one for 12 points, and note, in order to build it, I have to go across 2 different district colors. I didn't say that that wasn't possible, I just assumed you figured it was, but in case you didn't, you can't obviously cross over a street, but the district colors, as long as you own all the land you're building over, the district colors are only there for purposes of determining where the cards show you where you can go. If I were to build this building, I then put this little yellow, because
Claim
I'm
token.
the yellow player. This means that I have built my legendary building, and I cannot build any others.
That's indicated by having one of them.
Now, when you draft one of those, do you have to immediately play it, or can you put it in your stash?
No, you don't draft a building, you just build it. You remember, you
Okay.
would draft a card. It's as if these are in front of you.
Okay.
It's as if we all have the same set of 4 in front of us. So there's 2 ways the game ends. There's a couple things I haven't gotten to, but let me get to the game end. When the 2 ways the game ends, the first is when there are, this is the way the rules say it, which I think is really very elegant. When there are 3 cards in the array and there are no cards left in this pile, which is kind of a much clearer way, in my opinion, of saying when you need to refill this and you can't. All players at any point are allowed to count how many cards are left in this deck in case you need to know. The other way that the game ends is if any single player gets down to 4 buildings. So if I were to build a building such that I only had 4 left in front of me, that's the end of the game. When the end of the game is triggered, either by the cards or the building, everyone except for that triggering player gets one more turn.
It's another shot at something.
And that's the end of the game. You then, obviously, we've scored all the buildings as you go, because when you put them down, you just score them as you go. There are 2 types of bonuses that we're playing in this game, the street bonuses. So the way the street bonuses work, we will go through each street individually, and whoever has the most buildings on that street. And again, for purposes of buildings, that's 1 building that I have on Pine.
And on Nassau.
Cedar and on Nassau.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little square. But it's not worth say 2 spaces.
Right, it's only a building.
So in theory, that gives me more influence on Nassau than it does on Cedar and Pine.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Thames
Yeah.
and Pine.
Thames and
Pine
Pine,
and-
thank you.
Pine and
and
Thames.
Thames.
You can also build them on both directions, so you can flip them.
Sure.
But I mean, that's important to know. Like,
Right.
it's not locked in one way. You're able to flip it to hopefully fit it into certain spaces and stuff.
So we'll go through these. This is a potential 5-point bonus to a single player, and I say that because if 2 or more players are tied for most buildings on the streets, then that bonus is not awarded.
Okay.
And then we're doing something we don't often do on game night. We are actually playing beyond the basic introductory game. They say in the rules to not use these extra endgame bonus cards, but we're using them. There are 5 of them included in the game, and we shuffled them up and basically pulled one out. This particular bonus gives either 5, 10, or 15 points extra bonus for the number of bronze buildings that you still have on the board.
And we can all claim that.
We can all get it. If you have 4 of them, you get 5. If you have 5 of them, you get 6. If you have 6 of them, 1,
No,
2,
no, no.
10. If
10.
you have
10,
5
sorry.
of them, you get
6
10.
5,
would
and
be
6 of them, you get 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only start with 6. So it seems like it would be hard to get the 6-point bonus. But I don't know, maybe there's a way.
Well, you would build up till you get to silver, and then you would start building silver buildings without demolishing any of your bronze.
No, that totally makes sense.
It could happen. It could happen.
So,
Yes?
Yep.
Did you have a question?
can we demolish our starting space?
You can demolish your starting space. And there's all kinds of things I've forgotten. The starting space is considered below bronze. So even though you might not want to, you can actually demolish that and build bronze over it. The second thing that I didn't tell you is that buildings, when you build them, must always have at least one edge that touches a street or a park. The park being
so you can't like build it in the middle.
correct. So this is an illegal build.
Oh, okay.
I can't imagine how many times that would come up, but obviously it comes up enough that there's a rule about it.
If you're trying to just fit yourself in somewhere,
Yeah, for
So
just points at the
snag
end or
the-
whatever.
Yeah.
But this is a park, obviously. I mean, this doesn't matter because these are all street. There aren't that many. I guess it will allow you to do this basically, right?
Well, this is a park as well.
Right, that's
Right.
what
I'm saying it would
will
allow you to do
to
this because that's a street and
Part neat. But then that does not influence any street around it, that being in there if you did
right.
that.
Correct, but it does get you 2 points potentially, or
Neat.
however many points you might get near the end.
So, Dave, is there a reason some of the buildings have circles around the numbers rather than hexagons?
There is, and I'm not entirely sure why they put this in the game, but the buildings that are in circles, where the numbers are in circles, they're letting you know that the building shape of that is a rectangle, as opposed to
Some other shape.
that which
I think it might be
not a-
bonuses.
there is a bonus that has to do with the most number of these, the weird number. You get bonuses
Which
for
we
the
did not have.
non-rectangle buildings, correct? But it's just a little thing to help you out in case
Well, but
you
it,
need
it,
to know.
it does give you something for one of the advanced cards, right? It's
Right.
going to be probably the one I see right on top there that shows hexagons.
Yes, it's this one right here. So
Okay.
for every,
Okay.
if you have 3,
Hexagon buildings.
it's worth 3,
bronze.
4 is worth
Any
6,
of
and
them.
5 is worth 10.
Neat.
Yeah, just all of them. Yes,
Right,
from
right.
from any
And
age.
any age.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool.
Okay, we all have 3 action cards.
Yeah.
You may play the action cards on your turn at any point during the game, and you can play 1 or 2 or 3 of them. You can play as many as you like on your turn. If you play none of them, or the ones that you don't play, are worth a point at the end of the game, so there's at least that. But The action cards do the following things. Let's do this one first, because I think this is the easier one. This allows you to wipe this array and get rid of these 4 cards. They don't go out of the game. What happens when you play this card is that these 4 cards get shuffled and put on the bottom of the deck for purposes of game timer. And then 4 new cards come up. All right? And then that's out of the game. These are all one-time use cards when you use them. This card allows you to acquire 2 of these cards on your turn. All right? You need to have the worker for it. Workers, thank you for it. And the cards get refilled at the end of your turn. So if I use this to draw, say, this card, and I wanted to use this action card again, so if I did this for my first action and I want to use this card, I'm drawing from one of the remaining 3.
Right.
It does not fill in right away. That's what this card allows you to do. And then lastly, this card, I believe it's called Construction Boom. This card allows you to build on a space that you have claimed from a previous turn. All right? You do that after you've built already as part of your turn. But note, it doesn't matter which way you built on your turn, whether you have drawn a card and built or whether you have demolished and built. So if on my turn I demolished something and then built and I wanted to use this card, I could use it. But again, it means I'm putting a building on a pre-existing spot from a previous turn. If I had claimed these, and then on my turn I took, say, this pink card and went here, and then built here, I could then use this card to build here.
Cool.
All right? All right, there are 2 more things. The first, I forgot something on one of the action cards, and that is on the land grab card, which allows you to take a second one of these. When you're on a turn where you're using this card, you cannot have acquired a 3 space. Even if that was the first thing you
Really?
did, you then can't play this card to get another card. Yes. So when you're playing the land grab card, you will
It's
be
just 2
taking
twos.
you'll be taking 2 twos.
2 twos.
And then the second thing is these cards, these start cards that we started with.
Yeah.
This was blue as you, right?
Yep.
We are, in theory, supposed to keep these on our mats. And the reason that, on your character card, and the reason that you do that is, in the unlikely event that you start your turn with no workers, and you are unable to build or demolish, then you have to remove one of your workers from the board. It comes back to you. Whatever card that was goes back at the
in.
bottom of the deck. And that's your whole turn, and you lose it.
Don't do that.
No, that
The shorthand
sounds
for that is don't do
horrible.
that.
Don't do that. It does say in the unlikely event
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the rules. All right,
Says-
I'm pretty sure that's everything.
Don't do it.
Let's see if I got lucky.
No,
and managed
do
to
it.
explain this game.
Okay. I am first. I want the orange card.
The 3-1, I assume.
Yeah, and I will place my worker on cedar there. That 3. Yes, and this goes here.
Yep, that is
and
your turn.
that's my turn.
Bloop.
But a little loop. Oof. I'll take the 3-er of the gold and go here.
Okay,
Goes in my pile. My
Nice.
pile.
Not a lot of 3ers out there, so
Well,
I'm
that-
going to go for the 2er pink here.
Boo!
Yes, and you know why. And
I do know why.
And that's
Boo.
because I'm looking to try to get under this corner here.
Yeah.
These 3 spaces.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
a special intersection here.
Boo.
It is a special intersection.
Oh,
Those aren't on any of those special intersections.
no, they're
No.
not. I'm sorry.
I don't think you really are sorry.
Oh,
I'm looking
a
at you
little
now,
bit.
and you don't remotely look sorry.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Guns too.
I'm gonna take this baby. Look at that. Look what I'm doing.
Hibbity.
I'm building an empire over there.
Flip a card.
An
There
empire.
Nikki P.
Game just chugs
Yeah,
along.
I would like the 2 yellow. Yeah.
We.
Well, give me the oldest one, just
Oh,
in case Winton is watching.
Okay. This, and I'm going to go there.
Here.
Yeah. Napping on the job.
Flip me one there.
Hold on. Would you like to build?
No, I would not.
Okay. She could build here if
Right,
she
because
wanted
she
to.
did that exactly. Goodness.
Indeed.
I'll go here,
Of course you will.
and then I will.
I thought about that.
I will
I had that
build
on my turn.
that one.
All right. 3 points.
End of turn.
End of turn. Wow.
Let us see. I wonder.
Your lettucey.
He's
I'm
lettuce.
very
Yeah,
lettucey.
yeah.
I'm going to take this
Blobbity
one.
schmobbity schmob.
And I do think I will start to build here as well. Have to use him because he's too new.
Two new.
Who knew?
Green.
Thank you.
Green, that's not on any of the bonus streets. Well, I guess it would be on this one, right?
Yep.
Well, I guess let's take these since they're available. And that's a 3. Let's go here. Is pine one of them?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
No.
Pine and Thames.
Here?
Oh, so the 3 does touch on pine.
That one does.
Yeah.
And I am going to build this guy right here.
For 2.
2. End of turn. What?
Might I ask for my victory points as well?
Oh,
I think
hey,
it, I
sure.
think it would be a little difficult
Sure.
to even try to compete.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
We don't want that many.
That's what I
That's
get
the
for
plan.
building on.
Remember you said that. At the end of the game, we'll see if you win by more than 2 points. And it won't make any difference.
Hey.
Wait, he's already believing I'm going to win.
That's good.
Yeah, he is. It's because you're crafty.
He's wily, like his father.
Wily. Yes. Give me the yellow, please.
This one right here?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeller.
Yeller. Old Yeller.
I'm not going to sing it. I want to, but I'm not going to.
Flip me a card.
Are you going to
please.
build?
No,
Okay.
Wow.
She has got a plan.
I guess so.
not really.
I'll take the pink. That one.
All right.
Claim that one. And I will build a tour.
All right. 2
A
points.
tour.
All right, Rusty, if that's your real name.
Is that your real name?
No one will ever know. Let's go with
Surfing now?
the.
Everybody's. Will you please stop taking my card?
Well, you know,
I don't want to
we
sit
can
up for
swap-
Rusty anymore.
We can swap seats. And I do think I will build. Again, for another 2 points.
Doodle-doo.
Regular price.
Thank
2
you
points,
very
2
much.
points.
2 bits.
Green.
You would have thought.
You could afford a piano.
Would have thought. Who would have ever thought?
Of our own.
I'm yellow, right?
A Schaefer piano.
Last I looked, I was yellow. I guess I'm gonna. That
I don't know
blue.
what that was.
I'm gonna go here.
It was a dance.
Hello, neighbor.
Hi! And I've been here. For 3. And here you go, Nikki.
Okay. Do I want to do this now?
I don't know.
Yeah, no pink. I need to expand my empire
You need to build.
and
You do still have the sweep
Yeah.
card.
so I will take a orange
I gave you this one. Okay.
and I place a dude there and I build here.
2 points for Nikki. Go ahead and give yourself 2. Are you done?
Done.
2. Lots of green. Well, I guess I'll take a green. Go over here. And then I will go ahead and flip it. No, Dave, I'm teasing. I'll build this one.
Okay. 3 points.
I'm in the silver era. More
All
green.
right, Rusty. You
Who
can't
shuffled
actually.
these
You
cards?
can no longer take a card I want
No, I can't. Can I?
because I don't want any of those.
Well, I could sweep.
That's fine.
Hey, then you give him something he might want.
Yeah, I might.
Still might give him something he wants just by drawing one card. But you can demolish and bypass that all the way
I
around.
could, but I'm not high enough to put a silver building out yet. So I am going to take a green and place him here. I will then build my blue right there for 3 points.
1, 2, 3. Hey.
It's still not a color you want.
I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. Or do I?
You might.
Let me look at shapes. Okay.
Shapes.
Shapes. All right, I'll stop thinking. I'll just take this and I'll go here. And I'm not going to build.
Getting into my territory, man.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, tasty. It's not quite what I wanted, but I feel as though you need to take it.
Do what you got to do. It's your thing.
Yes, I will take that. Thank you. I will place my worker there. I'm going to build a 2 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
2 points.
Done.
Come on. Something I want.
Well, that's a different color at least.
Hey, something I didn't want. I'll take the green. I'll go down here.
Sure.
And I will build this. I can't.
How come?
I just drew that card.
Oh, that is correct.
So I'll build this. What the heck?
2
2
points.
points.
What does the
More
swirly mean?
green.
Nothing special?
That might be for different players.
That's for the expert game where you don't start with anything on the board.
There's more swirlies other places.
Is it also not possible to play this so it's harder, so that at 10 you have to get silver and then 25 is gold?
Rusty is correct. That's what I mean. But there is an expert version where you don't start with anything on the board.
Okay.
And I think when you do that, those also are that. But I can't remember.
Dave's just trying to figure out shapes.
I really am.
I'm going to take the yellow
Yellow.
and I will go
No!
there.
Get out!
I am just getting in everyone's way today. And do I wish to build? No, not right now. Thank you, though.
Ooh, pink.
Yeah, pink is losing its luster, man.
What? What are you talking about?
This is not as great as I thought it was when I started cleaning over there.
All the cool kids are in pink. Like me.
Is Liberty a road that can
I'm
be
in pink. Look how cool I am.
No, but you could have.
Here.
Okay.
And
Oh, I notice it's darker. The ones that are claimable for the cards are the ones that have the white. So New Street's not one, Liberty's not one,
see.
Rector for sure is not one.
Temple is not one.
Yeah, teeny Temple. Oh, hey, there's one over there. Exchange.
Exchange.
And then there's William over
Oh,
here.
hey, William. Where's Mary?
That doesn't work. All right, I'll build this. Oh, I can't. I just placed that there. All right, I'll build this.
Okay.
2 points are Dave.
Wah, 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 wah.
Ooh, pink.
There's pink.
I would like the pink, please.
There you go.
Put me over there on Nassau.
Where?
And Cedar, yeah.
This one right here?
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
the corner. That's good. That's
Where I should've
I'm
gone, you
wrong.
mean?
Yeah, that actually.
And
is
I
good.
will build.
I've given all those up. I just decided from the beginning to give all of those up.
Yeah, this will fit. I will build my 3 right here.
Could be the 5 you need, Dave.
3 points for Nikki.
1, 2, 3. I can build silver now.
You done?
I'm done.
Orange. Hey, man, I don't want those. But it's not really horrible, I suppose. Give me that, and I'll claim that. And I will build. No, I'm not going to build. Yes, I build. So I have to do that.
2 points for green.
No.
And
2 points for brown, I
Brown.
mean.
Green.
Lots of green.
Again.
Goodness gracious, in the green.
Speaking of green,
Who green card shuffled this?
I will take the green, and I will go.
Give your guards to Broad
Here.
Street. Oh, New Street.
And
that's just silly.
I will again
Not
not
build.
build.
Build not.
No.
No.
Sorry. And then he added.
Did you add to that?
I didn't get
A
that.
out of that guy? We did get a out of that guy.
I think. Zga? Zga. You know what?
Yes?
Screw it.
Okay.
I'm going to take this, actually, and go here. And then I am going to play my land grab card
C, snatch. Grab, C,
and take
snatch.
this and go here.
Cool.
And then I am going to build somewhere. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah. Oh, wait. I can build silver buildings.
You can build silver now.
I just remembered. For 2. End of turn.
All right.
Look at this, Nikki. Look at all the
Yeah.
stuff you have.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would like an orange, please.
Look at that, Rusty. It's just going to wait there for you.
And put me over on cedar there. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to build my 6 right here. So I take 2 goat dudes.
Wow. Nicely done.
6 points.
6. What am I? Okay.
What am I?
13.
You done?
I'm done.
Where's that color that's not in the game that I want?
It's not in the game.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's just take an orange then. Sad orange.
Look at that, Rusty. That is ridiculous.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Are you going to build?
No, your turn.
Okay.
That could not be more ridiculous.
I am absolutely taking this
of
3
course
green,
you are.
and I will go there. And I need to build this turn, otherwise I will be in trouble
I
next
thought
turn.
for sure one of you guys would take that.
I don't want it though.
Yeah.
So
Why didn't
I
you
will
take
build there for 2 victory points.
It works
Blue.
great for you here. That's why I thought maybe
Does
you'd
it?
do it.
Thank
If I want to demo those buildings, maybe, which I don't,
All right.
right?
You could build. Well, I guess I guess because they're a thing. There's big points in it if you build later, but I get it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're done, right?
I am done.
Oh, did I have a plan? I thought I had a plan.
This is the man that wrecked the buffet.
At the Herod Club. And that's the last of the 3s over there in that corner. I don't know that I care about that.
Dare.
It's an all blazing saddles day.
Yep.
I don't care about that. I want this.
All right.
Crazy as it sounds.
Orange.
It's not crazy.
Go here.
Sure.
And oh, that doesn't work. Whatever, I did it. I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna build
The thing with the stuff.
you. This. Guess I'm gonna build. Oh man, this game's hard.
Shapes.
All right, fair enough. I will build here instead because I can.
Two. Two for
Yes, please.
Because you're allowed.
Because I'm allowed. Fair enough.
All right.
Woo!
I actually just want the normal pink.
The normal pink.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Place me on the corner of Nassau and Liberty.
Oh, wow.
And I am going to place just a humble bronze over here for 2. I'm green. 1, 2.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Flip a card for me.
Oops, sorry.
Stuck to the fingers. Well, I'll take the orange.
This one?
Floral, yeah. Take that.
Nice.
Your turn.
Not
Not
building.
building?
No, I can't.
Does not do a lot for me there. Broadway is not in, but Thames and Pine is. I will take the yellow. Place
Yeller.
my piece here, but I will build a 6 silver over here in a way that I will reclaim 2 of my guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Rusty
blue
gets
is
6.
6.
Buh. Bzz-gizz. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that works. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Yep.
And go here. I bet that wasn't what you thought.
Flip a card for Nikki.
And I am.
Building?
Oh, I guess he must get in there.
I
You
am.
must, you must.
I am not going to build.
Interesting choice. I want yellow out there. That's my
Your
dealie.
desire.
My dealie is for yellows.
You can wipe the board.
No. Give me the orange, please. Thank you. Right here.
Which one?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was either side. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. And I am over there. Nope. Done.
Okay, I will take the green one. Put that over
There
there.
you go.
And then I will build this. Like this. For 5.
Nice. Done?
Yep.
I think I'm going to go with this here.
Blue.
Blue. And do I wish to build? Getting a little low on guys.
What? Cheater.
It's not cheating. He's next.
Let's
I know.
You shouldn't look, but
build this for 2 victory points.
All right. Give yourself 2. I can't reach.
Oh.
1, 2. Oh, 1 away from the gold.
I know that was my thing too.
I am not taking a card. I am demolishing.
I love gold.
I'm demolishing this building. And I'm building this.
Cool.
Neat.
Nice.
I have 5. End of turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I'd like the blue, please. I'm done.
I guess I'll take the pink. Place a guy there. Build this for 2. pushes me over that. Your turn, Rusty.
I think I'd like to see.
Oh, sorry.
That's quite all right. I will take this and place that there.
Rusty.
He's had some good draws. There.
I've been very lucky. And
I didn't want that anyway. I didn't. I really, actually didn't. I really didn't. I have a very specific one that I'm looking for.
I will not build this turn. Thank you.
Pink.
That ain't it, kid. Well, I'm trying to figure out if I'm using my wipe the board move. How desperate am I is the real question.
Are you really desperate? You
No.
got 2 workers and
I'm going to take this. And go here.
gotcha.
I thought I had that space already.
So turnabout is fair play now.
But I thought, here's the deal. I thought I had,
had
that,
that
space,
space.
already. In my mind, I had already, like,
That's quite all right.
Thank you,
I
Rusty.
absolutely understand. Thank you for destroying all of my plans.
you're welcome.
Aw, the pain.
The
All right,
pain,
all
the
my
pain.
workers are out, so I'm just gonna build a 3 here. So this dude stays, right?
He doesn't stay, but
doesn't
that
have
is
to
your
stay?
piece.
That is your land.
Yeah, okay.
That is your
Sweet.
land. That is our land.
3 points for Nikki.
So she goes to 18, and
Yeah.
she is a member of the Gold Club
I
now.
can do gold now.
So she didn't draw a card, but she was able to build.
Right. It's weird because the rules say that the first action, it's called 1A and 1B. 1A is you draw a card and you have to have a worker do that. Then you have the optional ability to build. But in the little quick reference guide on the back, it says you can do 1B if you don't have the workers to draw a card.
Okay.
All right.
Okie dokie. I'll take a yellow, I guess. Claim that one. And I will build this one for 3 points.
Okay.
You got that whole block.
Yep. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
No. Ooh.
Tasty.
This makes my decision difficult.
I want you to take it, so I don't have to worry about whether I want it or not. This is an instance in which I want you to take my card.
Right, but I'm not going to take what you think I'm going to take, which is a shame. That doesn't work like that. It should.
Excuse me.
It does, though. It does work like that. So I will be taking the 2.
No, wait, that's the one that I wanted. Oh, you suck so much.
I'm so sorry.
much. I thought, oh, he's going to trick one of these 3s for sure.
I
hate
am
you
so sorry.
much. I hate you so much.
And I will be building. I'm building in the silver to claim these 2 guys back.
Oh,
So
Rusty.
a 5 victory points there.
Yep. That's so funny.
I'm not intentionally doing
I
this
know.
to you, Dave.
I know. It's hilarious. You done?
I am done. Oh, I realized.
Hey, there's the one I wanted. Before that gets away from me. Here. And I will not build.
Okay. I'd like the yellow, please. Thank you. We'll go here. I will build my gold 5 over there in pink.
Pink 5, checking in.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Flip a card, please.
No, sorry, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to wipe the slate.
Oh.
You're a terrible, terrible person.
All right, so these get shuffled. Put on the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
And then we put 4 new cards up.
Okay. I will take those two. I will also do a land snatch. Take those 2 gold.
This one, this one.
Yep.
Nicely done.
Take those.
Yeah. Sweet.
And do you want to build either here or here?
And I will build over there
Okay,
for 2.
nice. 2 points.
Give yourself 2.
I'm truly not a fan of really any of those.
Wipe the board.
I'm just not feeling them.
No, but I don't know what that stack looks low to me, but I don't know if
Well,
that means
it's got to run
anything.
out.
It's got to run out.
Plus-
Okay.
You know,
That's still a
Plus
lot of
1.
turns. Right.
it's only a point. I still think I will
Wipe the board.
wipe the board.
A shuffle, 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 shuffle. Put on the bottom. Boom. Here we go.
1.
2.
I don't like that.
Are those the ones you're looking for? I'm gonna guess no.
I don't like none of those.
I'm gonna guess no.
Actually, I'm going to do a double as well. A blue and a green.
Blue green.
I'll take a blue here and a green here.
Nice.
Cool.
But I'm going to build gold as I am past gold.
Yep.
And I'm going to, oh,
That's a.
I can't
can
build
go
a
right
gold
there.
on top of a gold, can
You
I?
cannot demolish gold buildings. That is correct.
Oh. Eef.
Ooh, this,
I apologize by not saying that up front, but it seems like the demolished building has to be older than the one you're getting.
My
rid of.
whole game's ruined now.
I don't think it is.
no, I think I'm not going to build as I can demolish next turn. So I'm
He's going to demolish.
going to demolish.
Well, I can't take cards because I have no workers. So I am going to build here. Hang on, let me just do this because it's fun. I'm going to build here. Hey, I own that land. And then I'm going to use my build again card
Build again,
because
build again.
that gets me 5 points. And now I can build this gold building right here.
For number
Very
5.
Yes,
Number
please.
5.
Nicky P.
Nicky P.
I'd like the gold card.
This one? Or this
Yellow.
one?
Yellow. Normal.
This one?
Yes. The normal one. There. And then, oh, I'm done.
Well, I got to take the one.
Yeah, I mean, that's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's just horrible. Why didn't you take this one?
Because I had other plans.
Said another fish. Other fish.
Other plans aren't going to matter when this happens.
And you have no plans to build or demolish.
Oh, that's horrible.
I'm going to do something really, really horrible right now, and everyone is going to absolutely hate it. I am claiming a legendary.
Okay.
I'm claiming the largest legendary, and I'm
I don't hate it.
demolishing
Doesn't bother me.
there for 13 victory points.
Dun,
Nice.
dun, dun.
That was
There you
sweet.
go.
He breaks out from the pack.
That was nice.
Thank you. Now I've just boxed myself into a corner. that-
Have you?
Yes.
I guess I'll take this and go here. And do I want to build there?
Probably not.
You are correct with not.
I'd like the blue,
I ain't much for fancy book learning.
For Burke learning.
and I will just go right here.
There you
That would be here.
go. Yes.
yeah.
You already own this.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And I'm going to build my 5 right here. Oh, 5 points, 4 high,
Right.
4 square.
Nice. There you go.
Thank you.
So all I can do is build. I'm going to build one of the big ones as well.
Which one?
The one that fits. No, I guess the other
That,
one.
that fits? Doesn't? Oh, no, it
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
The 10 will fit?
Yeah, the 10.
It'll
Yeah.
fit just like that.
Yep.
And he still has this.
Yep. That's what I was hoping for.
Crazy talk.
Wow, that's awesome, Lincoln. That is awesome. Put your little
Yep.
schmagany on there. That is really cool, Lincoln.
I didn't want. I was hoping because there's nothing else. I mean, I cannot build any of those other buildings by any stretch. I don't think.
Talking
I will
to
take
myself.
The green.
the green and place him here. And I will not build at the moment.
Okay, you know?
I'm done. Thank you.
And the answer is no. Sure, I'll do this. I'll take that while the getting is good, and I'll build this 3 here. 3 points, please, for yellow. Here you go, Nikki P.
Not what I was hoping for. I will, yeah. So I'm going right there.
Unless people start doing a lot of upgrading.
So you're gonna have to claim some of these. You're
I
gonna
have to claim that,
one.
Yeah.
the roses
When these
there.
go out.
Give Nikki 12 points. 12 points for green. 40.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll take the green. Go there.
Okay.
Put that.
You
And then I
can't
will
build there
build
this turn anyway, right?
the 2. Yeah.
Right.
Right. 2
The
points.
2. 1, 2. There we go.
I'm not sure I'm going to get another turn.
You can count. We were told we can count.
Oh, I didn't put
I
my.
Well, you
understand
don't
that,
have to count.
but-
There's
I didn't put my D.
But I'm considering demolishing and the such.
right.
So, I believe this is going to be my best bet. I'm going to take a pink.
Yep.
I will place a worker here.
Yep.
I will build here for that.
3 points.
That gives me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I believe that is the end of my turn.
Where's that gold at?
Who's green? You're green.
I'm green.
Oh, there.
It's right there.
Yeah, yeah. They're all claimed. I mean, you know, that's the neat thing is that everything is there. All the tickets are on the board.
I don't think it matters what I take. I guess in case it does, let me give myself my best option.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it matters. And then I am going to build 2 points here. 2 points for yellow, please.
1, 2.
All right, so I'll take the orange,
Okay.
and I'll
okay.
do it on cedar here.
The only orange space left.
Yeah, and then I'm going to build across like that.
Oh, cool.
For 2 more points.
And look,
Yeah.
she touches both rows.
Yep.
She's green.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was well done.
Okay, so then I'm gonna use up my double build,
Okay.
and
No,
oh,
you don't need to do that.
I
Just-
don't need that.
yeah.
Just 2 points
Okay.
right there.
2 more for
Nice,
green.
Two
nicely
more.
done.
Yeah, that is a good little move. She's got 2
Oh, wow.
all kinds of road influence. That's pretty big.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do.
What color are you? Brown?
Brown. I don't really have anything. I can't
Oh.
build there.
Oh.
I don't have the building. I think I just get to draw a card. Okay. I'll just.
Do you have anything you can demolish?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He doesn't want to get rid of his bronze though.
I know, but I
because he wants to
can't
score the
prove-
Yeah,
bronze.
it's more
Yeah.
points for me.
Yeah, but if you can knock down some silver.
It's 5 points
Yeah,
difference there.
if you can-
I-
he doesn't
I'm
have
not gonna
silver to
gain
knock
that
down.
much, yeah.
Understood.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay,
it's
so
just-
I'll draw a card
Sure.
and I'll put a little dude on a pink spot.
And not build. And optionally not build. All right, Rusty.
But I can't build my last
Bronze building.
bronze, which I was just working on over there. But I think
Here?
Yes, I was.
You could have totally built your last bronze if you didn't claim one of these. When the minute you did this, you forced me into your
Yeah.
direction. You basically you took my square away from me, and once that happened, I had to go where you wanted to go. Then,
Absolutely, but I couldn't. I believe at the time I didn't have the pink or the
but
pink.
I would have
3.
given you these. All I wanted was the square. It's true because here's the deal, right? I could build
I
a
agree.
5 and then build over again with a 5, so
And-
it would be 10 points.
And that's what I'm about to do anyway. So I'm going to demolish this 5 for a gold 5
That's
for an
good.
additional 5 points.
Yep.
Right.
And that is all that I can do, unless I do have a double, but that's a demolish. I can't do a double build.
Yeah, you
That's-
can. As much as I hate to tell you. Here's your
Really?
second build. Yeah.
So I can use this as a demolish and a second build.
No.
Yeah.
So I can. So
Look at
I
that.
will do that.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
You're welcome.
So an additional 5.
By the way, you may choke on these 5 points.
Thank you.
I have no move even remotely as good at that, unless someone tells me otherwise. I think my best build is demolishing this and building this 3. Because otherwise I can build this 2, which is only worth 2.
True.
That doesn't fit anywhere I am. I don't want, it's the same thing that you're doing, Lincoln. That I don't want to lose.
But it doesn't even matter. You're so far behind, it won't
Right.
even make an effect.
So I'm just going to do this. Because it's fun.
3 points.
points.
3 points.
Because you and I are way too far back.
Well, we'll see. Here we go. So
That's it.
That's the end. So let's do this first. I have an action card left.
I have 1.
So
I have 2.
all right. So point for yellow, point for Lincoln, and 2 points for Nikki.
Nikki's green.
Oh, yeah. It's good for Nikki.
All right. Let's do Pine and Thames.
All right.
Well, it's not gonna be me. I have 3. 1, 2, 3. Blue. Who's blue?
I'm blue.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Green has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, so
Yeah.
5 for Nikki.
Yep. Nikki gets 5. That one's done.
Nassau.
Nassau and Broad, this one right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Green has 1, 2.
That's it.
Lincoln has 1, 2, 3. Rusty has 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
So no one gets that.
Might I bring up a point
Yep.
just so that
Yep.
we can show how much Nikki obliterated us on Pine and Thames?
Yeah.
She actually had that building.
Oh,
there
you're
as
right.
Well.
The big, huge.
She had the big,
Yeah.
huge building.
Nice.
Yes.
And Cedar. It's probably Nikki again, I would assume. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. 5.
5. Wait,
Versus
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, I'm one short. Lincoln's got 1, 2,
4.
3. All right, 5 points for Nikki.
Ugh, she's killing us.
For green. No, she doesn't have this bonus.
Yeah, but she's doing pretty good.
All right, bronze buildings. Let's start with me because I'm in the back. I got all 6 out. 15 points for me.
Woo.
So I'm at 60. Or 50, I mean. Thank
Okay.
you. Not that it matters. Lincoln, you got them all or
Yep.
-1?
And they're all there.
15. You're 2 ahead of me. Rusty. All but 1.
5.
So 10 points for Rusty.
Takes me to 58.
And
Yeah,
Nikki.
Nikki's got-
I think I got 3 because I
There's a
this
look on the
one and
board.
I trashed this. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
She has
That's
4.
what you needed because 3 is not worth anything.
Yeah, so I get 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-ra,
Nice
ta-ra,
job,
ta-ra,
Nikki.
ta-ra. All right, winner,
Yeah.
talk to us.
Of course I like this game because I won. No. Tile laying. That's my soft spot. I like the card collecting and the laying of the tiles, of course. This I have a rough time like because it's not in front of
Yeah,
me.
the size of those are way bigger than you think.
They do something
Yeah.
really nice, which I noticed. See, that they show you the little squareage that you need on them, right?
Yes.
So that shows you it's a 2x4, as opposed to having to know from just looking
Right.
at it. That's how I knew this was not going to fit at my spots.
Well, without
Yeah.
demoing.
Right.
Something that was beneficial.
Right, right.
I like the little mechanic of having to place your construction guy first before you actually get to build a building. That's a little different. Usually it's if you've got the cards you need, you build your building or whatever and you're good to go. So I kind of like that this slows you down, makes you think about what you want to do next, and can easily get stuck in a situation where you have them all out and you can't build, and you get into that weird.
One of the cool things this game does is it's the tension factor, right?
Yeah.
I can only do this. I can't do that. I can do this. I got to claim this. So there's always more that you want to do on your turn. Games like that are spectacular. There's this weird little, okay, if I do this, like, plus these cards changing
Right.
every time, particularly this one.
Well, let me ask you guys. You've played the game before. How focused were you? I mean, did you specifically try to focus there for those roads? Was that your plan? Or was it just the nature of how these came up?
No, it was my plan to
Okay.
go for the bonus.
Because these little across things here,
Yes.
right? If Thames and Pine and Cedar's there, I mean,
Yeah.
she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings that are on both of those streets, right? And they're all just little 2-point buildings, but they got her 10 points,
Right.
extra.
Because I knew that this one building counts as 2, one for Cedar, one for Pine. So
Right.
that's why I let it sit with 2 workers there, because I wanted to be able to bridge it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I started a little bit there, but like, for example, you saw me. I didn't take this spot early on when I had available to it, even though it was on 3 of the streets. Because I just thought, well, that's 1 on all those streets. I don't even know where I'm going yet. I didn't want, you guys have all played before and I hadn't, I didn't want this to dictate right away for me on my first turn where I was going to go, since I didn't know what I was even doing yet. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But you guys were focused on that too, or not? Yeah, because you didn't do that either. Yeah.
I was focused on it a little bit as a side effect of trying to get enough points to get up the scoreboard to be able to start working with the silver and gold buildings.
Right.
Because I feel a little trapped by not being able to build with anything I've got in front of me. The other thing that happened this game was this card was out, the Bronze Baron. It kept me from building over these with other buildings and possibly earning more points quickly.
Well, that said, the 2 guys who fulfilled that the most are in 3rd and 4th place. The guy who filled it the next most is here, and she only had 4, and thankfully she had that 4th, or you would have won. But I mean, she beat you and me pretty handily without worrying too much about that, right?
Absolutely. And so I think that may have actually drawn me away from making better plays.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
it's one of those risk-reward type things.
So you were talking about the push and pull of the game and how it
and just that
brings you.
This did change my gameplay.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, I was trying to keep the bronze ones on there, and I knew it was difficult because the problem is you do need to demolish. I never
Yeah.
demolished anything.
Really?
I never demolished a single
Wow.
building.
Well, and you still beat me. I demolished a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I just didn't see the benefit. I was trying to push the game along a little quicker by drawing cards as often as I could. But it wasn't enough because I wasn't demoing, right? And these aren't necessarily worth a lot. 15 points seemed a lot to me, right?
Yeah, totally.
And, but Nikki got only 10 less than us, right? Even though...
Right.
But she was able to build a lot more of the Silver Age and the Gold Age buildings than me.
Well, but here's the deal. What she made up, the 10 points that she didn't have on us
Yeah,
here,
streets.
she got here.
Yeah.
And then, luckily
She got
for
the
Nikki,
only 2 streets
and the
that
3rd
got
street
paid
didn't
out.
get anyone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Because we tied, so...
But one of the things about demoing, though, is you're not getting to claim more space on the board. You're allowing other people to take more space on the board because you're not drawing a card.
Right.
So you're giving up.
Well, I mean, I gave up these odd, large shapes. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get them. It's like
Right.
there was nothing left.
Well, I think having this card changed the game. I think
Absolutely. I
that
like
you
that.
would definitely be demoing your bronze just to get another 2 points even would make a difference. But since this was staring at all of us, you didn't
Right.
really want to demolish anything.
Well, it's one of the reasons, of course, that the rules say to not use those cards with your first game. But again, I didn't care, and you
Right.
guys have played before. So for me, it was like, and I know that every once in a while, there are a lot of gamers who almost look down on you if you play just the basic setup of a lot of games. If you eschew the advanced version of the game your first play. And I understand, some games the basic setup is a little too basic. But in this case, that didn't... I had no problem with that being in the game. My problem was I have like a little infomercial about my problem, which happens a lot in games. It goes like this. Has this ever happened to you? You're playing a board game and you think you're halfway through and you're really 3/4 of the way through.
All the time.
That's what happened. That's ultimately what happened to me this game. I had all these plans, and then when you went here, you were kind of like, Rusty, now what am I going to do? I'm like, oh, I can do this and I can do this, and then I went, oh wait, I can't do anything. The game's going to be over. Like the delaying from where you place your guy, having to wait a full round to build the place you drew, caught up with me.
It's
in
awesome.
the last. It is. It's great. It caught up with me though in the last third of the game, and I realized I wasn't going to be able to do anything that I wanted to do.
That's that second half of the tension that I see from the cards and watching the card that you want for the plans that you have come up after your turn and watching it or go around the table and going, stay.
When you took the green, I thought you were going to take the green. I thought for sure you would take that green and go here because this is a 4 for you and this is scoring nothing. And I was really surprised that you didn't do that.
I was considering it, but I was then starting to think about this, and I couldn't replace this there. I was looking for a space that had enough space so that I could put my last bronze down.
Right, but you'd need
Right.
3 of these spaces to do that. And you were never going to get 3 of them.
I wouldn't have actually. Before you took the 3 purple, the 3 pink,
I see.
would have been able to do that. It was just the 3 pink that I needed.
Right, but you have to also know that once you go there, you're now in my way, and now I have to also go there.
Absolutely, but that's part of the risk of the game. That's that tension of going, don't take the space, don't have the card come up.
Yeah, it was. I boned it where I was in my head. I was building this first. I'm like, wait a second, that's 2 gold buildings.
Oh, right.
So I hemmed myself in with all 4 of those guys over there to take that 10.
Well, you could have
and it
built-
was only.
Did you have this one on the board? The silver 6?
No,
No.
it's over here. Yeah, I guess I could have.
You could have done that.
Yeah. But it would only been 6 points. It's not enough, right? In other words,
Yeah, that's true.
I needed to do more.
It's not just that, it's an extra turn too, right? Although you did nothing on your very last turn, so at least you could have done that.
We need to do more what?
I needed to build more. I needed to have more. I wasn't really concerned about. I wasn't trying to claim. I did want to try. I was working on Cedar. I think I got 4 buildings on there, but it wasn't enough.
No, Nikki had 6.
And
Or
but it-
5, sorry. 6 on Pine.
Which is probably overkill, but
yeah.
She had
Still.
5.
No, that's great. I had
Yeah.
4.
No,
Nikki.
that's great, Nikki.
If you didn't have, you would have lost the game if you had not had that extra building, right?
This being my first play, I'm still going to go on record as saying 4 seems to be like it would be kind of the average of. I bet a lot of these street bonuses tie 4-4. 4 seems like very doable for people
Well,
who are trying.
she demoed this,
Right.
right? So that reduced her influence on that street.
Yes.
Both of those streets.
I was counting too before I demoed, just to make
Yeah,
sure.
it's definitely it's tense, right? Do you want to do that?
That's awesome,
I mean, it's
Nikki.
only 5 points, but you see what those only 5 points did for Nikki. She's the only one that scored any of the streets,
Right.
and that was 10 points.
Right.
Would have killed her game if it had tied anyway, you know. And Rusty was close. I actually thought Rusty had it because he was present enough in enough spaces, but I didn't see this one not happening.
Right.
Whichever one it was that didn't happen.
Right.
I felt I lacked the flexibility. I had plans for demoing other items and upgrading, and I was looking potentially to blow out a section over here, potentially
Right.
with the 8. But
Well,
I had
the
a couple
worst
of
part
plans.
is we all really kept squatting on anybody's plans.
Well, here's what was funny. What was funny was that this was sort of left to you near the end. I thought, oh my God, again, I don't know the game because I never played it. I thought, oh my God, Lincoln is just running away with this because I didn't know.
No, I knew-
But you knew, I just
I
didn't
knew,
know.
I knew that I didn't have enough. That's why I was when you were talking at the end. I'm like, whatever we do isn't going to be enough.
Right.
And I knew that not being able to build made no difference. Right. I didn't have. It's a gold age building, right? That's the sneaky thing about these 2s is that you can get them in to build them, but they don't really help you ultimately because you can't demo them.
Well, it seems like if anything else, they're good for the following 2 things. They give you something to do on your last turn if you don't have something to do, because there's almost always a 2 spot available somewhere for you, and they potentially, let's assume this was, I'm making stuff up,
Right.
but they potentially boom at the last second give you
get to
2
do that.
influence points.
I did get to do that
on
one where I
streets,
left that open.
potentially.
on streets. But I'm saying they get you street influence if
Right,
you need
right.
it potentially, right?
Right. No, it's fun. I do like this game a lot. I think there's much more to it than it appears. Everybody looks at this and thinks it's a simple game, but it has the right kind of Ticket to Ride / tons of those games that have you cannot do enough on your turn. You're left wanting to do so much more. It's
Right.
always just enough. You're making like these little teeny micro steps to getting someplace, and then it's still not enough.
Right.
You're like, dang it, I really need to do this, and I decided to go ahead and cash these in, and it worked. Right, this is where I got that happening.
Right.
But it wasn't quite how I'd done it. I was like, oh, I'll be able to build that 8, and then I'll be able to, I'm like, oh no, I won't.
Right.
And I wonder what I could have done there. I don't think I put all the smaller buildings. Everything I was left with was larger buildings.
Right.
Yeah, the one thing I think for you, Dave, is that when we played this to just see if we liked the game, we had 3 players, and we were able to focus a little bit easier on these streets because there was less land grabbing, right? You were able to group a little bit more, and it wasn't that level of trying to focus on that would be difficult,
Yeah,
and
that
it
makes
also
sense.
kind of made the game. The game went in a different way. We ended up demoing more.
I was going to say,
buildings.
in the 3-player game, is that how would the game ever end when you have 4 or fewer buildings?
Exactly that, because we ended up. I think in our game, we ended the game with tiles. Whoever somebody went down to 3 or something like that, or 4, whatever it is, and we did not run out of cards because
Wow.
we're demoing more. You're not drawing as many of these cards.
Oh, because of this.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, in
because
this
of
case, yes,
because of the
yes.
bronze bonus thing.
Yeah, we were really concerned about keeping these on the table. Whereas that game, it was a matter of get them out. Now we can demo that and build the silvers. And then we can build the gold on top of that. And so
Sure, that makes sense, because if you could get a nice little chunk of space and just keep reusing it over and over and over again, that means the game goes longer then, right?
Potentially, right? We ran out of buildings, so it might.
I
have
see.
been,
That makes sense.
It might have been around the same amount
Oh,
of
that's
time.
very cool.
you
That's
know?
very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I do like this stuff. Is really great. I know that they have a promo with some additional of these cards. I don't remember what they are. Those are not them.
Right.
Yeah. Did you want to look at some of the? I mean, that you saw what they do. They're different. They change the game. It's pretty interesting.
Just for the heck of it. We already looked at that one, the hexagon shapes. This one, when you build a gold building, you get an extra bonus point for every opponent building that
Is near you, right?
that touches the building
Yeah.
you build. Not diagonally, but... So that would have given, when Rusty built this, he would have gotten 2 extra points.
I would have gotten, I don't believe anything because those are both gold. I thought that required them to be lesser buildings.
Oh, you might be right.
The gold prestige might have been just in that area.
It
You
does
might be
show
right.
silver and bronze buildings.
So it would have to be silver and bronze of opponents.
Generation King is majority bonuses in all 3 generations for those types of buildings. So whoever has the most bronze at the end of the game, most silver, most gold. See, this would just hurt my head. Because, well, here's the deal. I don't want to look at the board. Looking at the board right now and thinking, hey, who has more bronze buildings than me is kind of difficult. I'm not saying the graphics for this game are bad, because they're not, but that's a hard thing to track for me in this mess. And then there's this one. At the end of the game, you receive 3 points in each district that you have 2 gold buildings in.
Oh.
Wow.
So, for example, this could be kind of cool. So I have 2 gold buildings in this green district,
So that would give you 2
but
points.
not in this district.
Does it give you 2 points or is it times 2? What was the deal on that?
You have to have 2 gold buildings.
Okay, I see it.
So this would
You
give
get
me
3
3
points,
points, but I
right.
would not get 3 points for this.
Well, you have
Wait,
a gold one there.
or is this a district?
No, pink.
Pink
It's each so pink you'd
Right.
have 2. I would think that would count.
Pink district.
Oh, you think this whole thing?
Yeah.
Yes, it's by color, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Oran-
neat.
Orange
that's a different
district,
one
yellow
too.
district.
That encourages.
Oh, that's kind of
right
cool.
now.
Then I do have 2 in pink because of this little 1 square. Which means that little move I made at the end would actually have been worth more to me in a cool way, right? Because this one and this one.
That would have been worth 6 points. 3 in the green, 3 in the pink.
That's kind of cool. Nope.
Thanks for teaching us.
You are welcome.
Thanks for teaching yourself.
Land grab. This is the thing.
Snatch.
Listen to this. Allows the
Look up-
player to acquire additional lot
See
of land from the open
snatch.
market.
See snatch.
Oh, see, goddamn.